Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on the program wherever you are joining from. Like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to your neighbor. Share to anyone that is close to you. This evening, we have come to continue updates that we have given. Remember what we did in the morning? In the morning, we spoke about making sure that our Prime Minister is adequately represented. We are still continuing on that very line of thought. I said it in the morning that we are going to dedicate the remaining month, 1 month that is left to Mazi Simon Ekpa in his legal challenges that he's having. And we are going to channel our energy to making sure that he is adequately represented. On our own part, on my own part in this platform, we will continue to present the case before the whole world. We will continue to ask for justice for Mazi Simon Ekpa. And we will continue to support morally, financially, or any way we can support, more especially giving support to the international lawyer to do the needful. Mazi Simon Ekpa needs adequate representation. We have seen how Finland law operates. And looking at the kind of case Mazi Simon Ekpa has, there is no doubt that is a case that is between him and the government of Finland, with Nigerian government. And when you have such a political case, it only takes pressure, external and internal pressure, for the country involved to do the right thing. So if we keep silent and we just pretend all is well, it's not going to go well. Things will go wrong. Just as we saw in the lower court. In the lower court, he did not have adequate representation. When we say adequate representation, his right was not respected. His right was not respected. And if such could happen in a country like Finland, where we believe there is rule of law, in Finland, where that is a member of European Union that respects human rights, and yet the right of Mazi Simon Ekpa was not respected fully. So one begin to question: is it about interest? Still, the interest we are talking about? Is it about interest that Mazi Simon Ekpa could not be properly represented in Finland? So that is why we need to go extra miles and do things that need to be done. We need another voice from the outside to create that awareness that the world is watching. We need to draw the attention of the international community, draw attention of international organizations, draw the attention of human rights. All we are asking for is the rule of law to be obeyed. There's no reason you can tell me that it is right to refuse the evidence Mazi Simon Ekpa has against the Nigerian government and the accusers. It is not right. There's nothing right in that. That is abuse of his right. Not accepting that evidence is an abuse of right. And because of that, we don't want it to happen again. Every single evidence we have against the zoo must be looked at. They must be looked at. It doesn't matter how it looks to those who want to look at it. It doesn't matter what they think. It must be looked at, studied properly. And for us to put that pressure, we don't put it online. It's not by coming online to talk and shout. There must have to be somebody who is trained for that, who can go to the length of making sure that the information reaches to where it needs to reach. And that is why I personally support the international lawyer that is supporting Mazi Simon Ekpa. And one important thing is that the international lawyer himself have met with Mazi Simon Ekpa. And Mazi Simon Ekpa gave him go ahead. He has traveled to Finland and he has explained what he will do. And he has started his job long ago. So that support is needed. He needs that support. Now that Mazi Simon Ekpa is coming to court on the 5th of August, is a very delicate time. This 1 month, if we dedicate it to Mazi Simon Ekpa, it is not too much. Every other thing, we still have time to do them. One thing that has expiry date is this chance of appeal. This chance of appeal, if you lose it now, it's not coming again. If we lose this appeal and this opportunity is not coming again, so why not we use it wisely? Why not use it wisely? Such opportunities are very rare, and whenever you see such opportunity in the law court, you use it judiciously. So that is why I'm calling for all Biafrans, anywhere you are, continue to support and speak on the issue of Mazi. Let us continue to create awareness. Let us support the legal team of Mazi Simon Ekpa, more especially the international lawyer from the United States. It is very important. I don't need anybody to explain that to me. I don't even need Mazi Simon Ekpa to explain that to me. As a human being on my own, common sense tells me that that is the right thing to do. And that is why I support it. Not because anybody pushed me or told me what to do, no. Common sense tells me that Mazi Simon Ekpa was not adequately represented. This time, we must not allow the same thing to happen. Any way or manner in which we will make sure that every single evidence in his hand is presented, we must do it. We need to do it. Enough of all the propaganda, lies, a lot of all the claims that are coming right, left, and center. Some people are making everything they make it about themselves. It is about yourself. If you are not in the front line, if it's not coming from you, it is not real. Everybody wants to make him or herself special, even when you have nothing to offer. When are we going to start looking at collective interests? When are we going to start looking at the unity of purpose? Every one of us has something to offer. We can have diverse opinions. There's nothing wrong in it. We can have diverse ideas. There's nothing wrong in it. We don't need to fight about it. You don't need to quarrel about it. You don't need to insult anybody about it. You don't need to abuse anybody about it. And you don't need to lie against anybody because of that. Even if you don't agree with me, why not quietly do that one you feel is okay for you? Do it. Continue to do it. Let me do mine. Do you and let me do me. Except you are not fighting for freedom. If it is this same Biafra we all are talking about, why do we have to fight over unnecessary issues? Little argument, people on camera begin to abuse and insult and call names. For the fact that every one of us play allegiance to Mazi Simon Ekpa, and we say we love him, we love him, we love him. The only thing that is supposed to be ringing in our heart is, what are we going to do to see that he's adequately represented? If what I want to do is different with what you have in mind, still go ahead and do what you have in mind. But tell us and let us know. Don't destroy those that are doing something, even when you have nothing to do. Let it not be about you. Don't destroy an idea or an opinion simply because it's not coming from you, for your own selfish interest and personal interest. The world is watching us. This 1 month is supposed to be dedicated to our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. We need to dedicate it to him. Everything need to be on hold. We need to keep everything on hold and focus on Mazi Simon Ekpa release. It is not too much. Not only people under myself, including the IPOB. IPOB is need to show their support and solidarity with Mazi Simon Ekpa. IPOB more especially, because the name of IPOB was used against Mazi Simon Ekpa. For the fact that that name was used, clearing that name, at this time that Mazi Simon Ekpa goes to court, they have a role to play. They are supposed to be represented in that court. IPOB, under the Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is supposed to be represented in that court to trash all the lies, propaganda, and blackmail against Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, and a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is high time. At this time when our leader is focusing on unity of purpose, why are you running a different agenda? Why is everybody running a different agenda? Why is it that everybody is looking for a place where he or she will be a captain? Nobody want to be a follower. Nobody want to be a follower. Everybody want to be a captain. You see claim coming from right, left, and center. This one say Mazi Simon spoke to him. This one say Mazi Simon spoke to her. This one say Mazi Simon spoke to her. This one say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke to me. Different unnecessary argument and thoughts. And when they say it, what do they intend to get? Recognition. Every one of them is pursuing recognition. Their motive for telling you, oh, I spoke to myself, is for recognition, nothing else. Even if you don't tell me, common sense should make us understand what to do. Common sense should let us understand what to do. We have 1 month, just call it 1 month, from now till 21st of August. Within those period of the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, we need to turn every stone that need to be turned. Channel all our energy and effort on the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, and let Chukwu do his part. Let's do what we can so that we don't have a regret tomorrow. Say, if we had known, oh, we have done this. Oh, if we had known, we would have done this. That thing you know you will regret when I say, if you had not, do it now. Start doing it now. Many of us, for me, I have chosen my part on the media to continue to create awareness. Anything that has to do with Mazi Simon Ekpa, if I see it and it is verified, I don't care the group you belong. I do not care who brings it up. I do not care who you are. I don't give a damn the group you belong. As long as I verify it and it is factual, I will promote it with my platform. At least in this platform, I am the director. Nobody comes to tell me what to share and what not to share, what to display and what not to display. Whichever program you host, and I see it is positive, it is targeting the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa, I will promote it. Anything short of that, you are your own. Anything outside that, I'm not there. My main focus is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. These are the leaders that have been tested and trusted, and they have never failed. They have never deviated. They are the ones that gave the structure that we can see visibly. The structure that every one of us is operating today in this struggle in 21st century. In this 2006, the structure that we have today in our hand, everyone that's done by Biafra, is a structure that came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. So they are my role model that I'm looking at. And they are the only one that qualified for me to focus on. Whatever will bring them out, I am for it. I don't care where it's coming from. I don't care who is bringing it out. Once I see an information that has to do with them and it is verified, I will speak about it. I don't focus on propaganda, blackmail, wishes, or opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. Have your opinion, no problem. But in all the opinion, in all the feelings and dreams and hopes, there is a reality. Always find that reality. And once you're dealing with reality, your problem is going to be less. You have lesser worries. You have lesser troubles. Wherever you are watching me this very evening, I want you to pay attention. I am going to replay the program that was held on Sunday. The program was that was on Sunday where Briggy tried to explain the update on the case of Mazi Simon. That day I was not able to stream it on my platform. I couldn't stream it. I could not stream it. I tried, I could not be able to connect. So I left it. So today I am going to stream it. When I stream the program, if I still have time, I will feature our sister Achalugo on her report because she's one of those that is giving the SDOS Woto Woto. I will still bring her Woto Woto at the end. But first of all, let us start from the update of Mazi Simon Ekpa court that is coming. For those who were not able to watch on Sunday, you can still watch. Even if you have watched on Sunday, watch again. You might have a question. You might get an answer to your questions. So this evening, I am bringing back that program to stream. That is how this evening will be spent. You know, my evening program is not like the morning. Morning time, I spend time on the morning hours to talk about deep into issues and explain. But today, I'm going to use this very program to play so that people who missed it, those that missed out, can be able to key in now and understand what transpired, where to go, what need to be done, and what have been done already. So I want you to pay close attention, listen carefully as the program goes. If you have any question, you can put down on the comment section. So many people are watching. You never can tell. You can get an answer to your question. So this evening, this is a program conducted by the Briggy on Sunday, specifically on Mazi Simon Ekpa court, on Mazi Simon Ekpa appeal case, on Mazi Simon Ekpa appeal hearing. That is why I am bringing it here. That is not that reason. That is why I am bringing it, because we need to know. We need to be updated. The protest is coming on the 4th, and people are asking questions. The international lawyer is doing his part, and people are asking questions. So I want you to pay attention to this very broadcast so that you can understand some informations or get an answer to some questions that you are asking your own. Let's go.
Unmuted, Honorable P. All right. Thank you for that. Good evening, everyone, once again. You are all welcome to this great program. Thank you for joining. I will be calling Honorable Enoho to lead us in prayer. Honorable Enoho, could you please lead us in prayer?
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you.
Okay, let us pray. Teacher, Biafra, thank you for giving us all the nights today. Lead us. Give us the love. Can we do? We pray for our great nation, Biafra. We pray for our wonderful leaders, Martin African, Mazi Simon. We ask that the light continue to be truth. We are just an answer. We ask that the voice contact of the legal leaders and make our country whole. All this we ask in the name to go together. Safe.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, without wasting time, we're gonna move to our next agenda, which is opening remarks. One second, let me close a little bit. Here. She's opening remarks by me. So good evening, everyone. Once again, my name is Wanda Obi, the Brady European Representative and Deputy Secretary General. First and foremost, I just want to express my deepest gratitude to our leaders, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is incarcerated, and our Prime Minister, who is also detained in Finland. These two great leaders, we respect them. And I also want to extend my gratitude to all the dedicated officials, our MFA minister, and every Biafran present today. Your commitment, resilience, and unwavering belief in our collective vision continue to inspire hope for our people. I would also like to especially acknowledge the remarkable work of all our European representatives. Your sacrifices, coordination, and steadfast dedication have strengthened our movement across Europe. To our incredible 100-man team, I extend profound appreciation for your exceptional efforts and tireless commitment towards the release of our Prime Minister, Ekpa Simon Ekpa. Your courage and determination have not gone unnoticed. A special word of appreciation also goes to our anonymous and silent donors. Though your names may never be publicly mentioned, your generosity speaks volumes. Your quiet sacrifices, unwavering support, and selfless contributions continue to sustain this movement in ways that many may never see. We honor you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for standing with Biafrans and our Prime Minister when it matters most. My fellow Biafrans, history is not written by those who stood on the sidelines. It is written by those who choose to stand when it mattered most. the decisions we make today, the sacrifices we embrace today, and the actions we take today will echo through generations yet unbound. I therefore urge every Biafran to participate in the upcoming rally in Finland. Let our presence send a clear message of unity, resilience, and unwavering commitment to justice. For those who may not be able to travel, your support is still invaluable. Please make a donation through our website to strengthen the legal support for the release of our Prime Minister. Every contribution, regardless of its size, moves us one step closer to our shared objective. Today, I ask each and every one of us to search our conscience. Ask yourself, have I truly done everything within my power for the release of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa? Have I genuinely contributed positively to the restoration of Biafra? Silence in moments that demand action serves no purpose. Standing on the sidelines when your people need you most only weakens the collective efforts. Every voice, every action, every contribution matters. Together, let us please remain united, steadfast, and determined. Let us prove that our generation answered the call of history with courage, conviction, and purpose. And thank you all, and may God bless Biafra.
Bless you.
All right.
You are what the able camera. Thank you.
Bless you.
All right, we'll move to our next agenda. I will call on Mazi Survival to address Biafra. Thank you. Mazi Chicks, over to you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. My sister, thank you so much for that speech. I also appreciate all the officials who are here hosting this very program. I'm here representing the BUC, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. It is not a Biafra agitating. These people who have Mazi Simon Ekpa in their heart. So either we gather together to do what we have to do to see that Mazi Simon Ekpa is properly represented and his image is not real. So for some people who might be confused if that group is another agitating group, no, it is not. It is just strictly for support to Mazi Simon Ekpa. And that being said, you know that this very program that's organized has everything to do with what we are supposed to be here. So I appreciate the effort that they put forward what you are doing, just like Sister said. It is very important that we make sure that Mazi Simon Ekpa is adequately represented. And if you are a genuine Biafran, this is not about group. This is not about personality. This is not about who is in charge or who is not in charge. Our concern here is our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He must be properly represented. You know, a lot of things have happened in the past where people made us to believe that he is properly represented when he is not. I don't know how other people feel, but I was so ashamed of myself when I found out that the Prime Minister of more than 80 million people was not properly represented in the lower court. All along, we are believing that everything is all well and good, only to come to hear that with all the evidence we have against the accusers of Mazi Simon Ekpa, none was admitted in the court. The prosecutor of them all. It's a shameful thing that 80 million people will be there watching at this injustice we have on our Prime Minister. And that is why today we come together and we must do something. And one thing that I wouldn't want to hear is somebody to come and tell me you have to do something in the background. I have said it in my program several times. If you know what you are doing to free Mazi Simon Ekpa, I don't care where you belong. I don't care who is in charge. So long it is to set Mazi Simon Ekpa free. Show it to me. Don't tell me you are doing something. Show it to me. I will promote it in my platform. I will speak about it. It is not about who is in charge, who is controlling it. It's not about personality. Mazi Simon Ekpa did a great job for our supreme leader, Mazi Nandika. The same thing he did in the time of Mazi Nandika is what we ask for him. He made sure that the image of Mazi Nandika is not trampled upon. He made sure that Mazi Nandika is properly represented at the stage. He openly declared that he will take charge of the legal issue of Mazi Nandika, including feeding. He didn't do it in secret. He announced it openly. It wasn't a secret. And he didn't just announce it. He went on to do things and continued to make sure that Mazi Nandika was going. But it's unfortunate today that people who were supposed to defend Mazi Simon Ekpa, every one of us, many of us are focusing on things that does not matter. You only want to participate in an issue when you are the one that initiated it. You only want to support an issue when you are the one in charge. Even when you know that the issue we are discussing is something that is very serious and confirmed, there is no illegal thing. Just like the back about the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the legal lawyer that is taking care of the issue. It is not a secret. You know that the lawyer has visited Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa will profit. There is no argument about that. The only reason you wouldn't support it is because it is initiative is not coming from you. You are not in charge. And I ask you, those of us who are talking now on this issue, we don't want to support. Tell me what you are doing. Show me your own initiative, and I will support it. What are you doing to make sure that Mazi Simon Ekpa is adequately represented? That is all this talk. That is what this is all about. Nothing else. Even if at the end of the day, Mazi Simon Ekpa didn't join us, at least let it be that we have done our own part. Look at the case of Mazi Nandika. Mazi Nandika have many senior advocates going on this case. Many of them are pro bono. Lawyers are there. If Mazi Simon Ekpa has about 10 lawyers or 20 lawyers, it's about them. But the annoying thing is that you wouldn't support the one that you have seen in the visible. You don't promote it. And I ask you, what are you doing to see that Mazi Simon Ekpa is going? Show me, show it to me, show me, show me. I want to see. There's nothing to show. And yet, the one that is visible that you can see, simply because it is not your mushroom group that is doing it, or your name is not there, you are not the one in charge. You don't want to support. It is sad. It is very, very sad. What we are supposed to be doing is to make sure that Mazi Simon Ekpa is adequate. Anything, not after the case, you say, oh, if I had known, we have done this, you would have done that thing you know you will do it now. We have few days ago. If at the end of the day you both can decide otherwise, so be it. And there is no way Mazi Simon Ekpa will be adequately represented and yet he will win the nation. It will never happen. It will never happen. For you to release somebody who is in the hands of a government of a place, you must have to use internal pressure and external pressure. There must be internal pressure. And it is not about lawyers, it's not about judges, it's not about internal pressure and external pressure. And how do you make sure you have this? We did it on the case of Mazi Nandika. Mazi Nandika, you saw the internal pressure that was mounted by Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the nation was shaking and crying. The external pressure was coming from lawyers and everywhere. Reports from United Nations and other organizations that were being formed, they were all mounting pressure on Nigeria. And there's no way Mazi Nandika did not do that. In the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, why are we doing something different? This is the opportunity we have to put that pressure. Internal pressure. Already there is a plan for a protest. That protest and internal pressure. There is no way we will go. The same people that went for convention in Finland,
The same people that went for the declaration, if all of you are assembled in Finland, there's no way that crowd will be in Finland and the case will remain the same. They will know that Mazi Simon wasn't fighting for himself. Mazi Simon wasn't fighting for himself. He wasn't doing anything for himself. There are people that was fighting. That is the internal pressure. Joining that very protest. Then the external pressure that can come outside. You must have an internal external lawyer, a lawyer that can be able to reach out to other nations that can put their satellite on Finland to make sure that they respect the right of Mazi Simon. It is not about begging, they're not begging. The right of Mazi Simon must be respected. Every evidence against Nigeria must be played and they must be happy. How do you mark that pressure? You think the Finland lawyer will be for, or you think maybe the several people who organize a court to jail a prisoner of conscience, you jail Mazi Simon that they are not that you will put that pressure. No, you put that pressure outside. That is why this lawyer from the United States is very important. A lawyer that can liaise with the foreign affairs minister of Finland, a lawyer that can liaise with the United Nations, a lawyer that can liaise with the EU, a lawyer that can reach out to the US. No matter what you say, the US have a lot of influence in the world. And when Finland is aware that these people are focusing and they're looking at the case of Mazi Simon, his right to be respected. And there's no way Mazi Simon will contribute. Why is it that you are not seeing the thing? When I see some people they talk about lawyer, and say, some of them will ask them, why are you bringing more lawyer? And Mazi Simon will have enough reputation for himself in Finland. You think that the same Finland that used Simon Ekpa for bargain, we put the wall on his favor without an external pressure. There must be an external pressure that will put their conscience and tell them some people are watching. Something must tell that the United States is watching, the EU is watching, the United Nations is watching. And how do you do that? You don't sit back and do it online. There are people who are professionals in that. And we have seen only one that me personally, I don't know whether if others have seen it. The only one I have seen is this very one that provided people. At least I have been in a program where people asking questions and answer that. Stated exactly what he would do. So every other person that is out there saying something, I ask you, what is your own plan? Can you show it to us? We have to do it. If you don't have any plan, you have no choice. Join where the movement is. Support. It is about the freedom of Mazi Simon Ekpa. It is not about me or any other members of the people out there. It's not about them. Everyone that is here is just, it's for Mazi Simon Ekpa. The man who has committed more forms. Why are we going to sit back and continue to listen to gossip because of our own personal interest, because of our own ego? We want to show that I am the one speaking and the one the word is coming from. Every one of us want to show that we are the one who's loved, we are the one who knows better. And at the same time, the person you claim that you are not knows not. What are you doing to see that he is adequately represented in the court? A simple question. And I ask everyone that is having that. When you go back to your Muslim group, simple question, ask them, what are you doing to see that Mazi Simon Ekpa is adequately represented? If they can show you anything, those who are working on the ground, we see how they are right. Those who are working on the ground. On Mazi Simon Ekpa, say the people who have been on the ground, when they come out, they came out with destruction and said that. And you are still listening to somebody who tells you that, oh, we are doing something. It's sad. But I believe it's sometimes too much talk. Everything hidden in this soul is open. Only people that don't have a clear mind, because of your envy, jealousy, wickedness, and hatred, you cannot see the truth. You still want somebody to come and explain to you. There is nothing hidden in this soul. More especially if you are under Mazi Simon Ekpa. This is a man who was doing every single thing before he do. You can't tell you. He doesn't hide anything. So if you are still here today, you say, oh, I don't know where into my life, and I don't know who is doing the right, I don't know where. Sorry, I can't help you. You can continue to one with obedience until by the special grace of God, August, it will not be the same. Mazi Simon Ekpa. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our brother Chief Survival. Thank you so much. You nailed it. Our people say, those that have ears, let them hear. And then ndị Igbo tụrụ ilu sị atụọrọ mara mara atụọrọ ofeke facing of you. Thank you so much once again. God bless you. All right, we're gonna go to the next agenda point, remarks by Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Dr. Bryson Ekpa. Dr. Bryson, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, Honorable Bobby, and let me just say thanks to Truth Survival. For the records, I haven't spoken with you before. I am blown away by what you have to say. I would rather say that I have already said everything that I'm supposed to say. So, just like you said, Biafrans have are smart to see what's going on. So, from where you are seeing things and seeing it correctly. So, I salute the wisdom you have. Again, for the records, I haven't spoken with you before. There are people in certain places that think that I have been having an underground meeting with you. So that's why it's important to point that out. I want to say special thanks to our Prime Minister. As Truth Survival pointed out, he has given everything for our freedom. And if we can give back even 10% of what he has given, we with us today. So that he hasn't rejoined us is testimony that we are failing him woefully. The last time I spoke with him was the last worst voice from him. And because someone has gone to say what he didn't say, he's asking me, how can anybody say this? And his next question is, why would I say this? So, I will also use this opportunity to thank our leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa. If there is anything our leader wanted more than anything else, is for us to work together. Because he knows that when we work together, we are able to achieve more. If we are divided, things we can achieve. So it's his wish for all of us to be working together. But even if we can't work together, let us not come out on social media to antagonize ourselves. These are his instructions and wishes. Work together, but if you cannot work together, don't do this infighting. It doesn't make us appear serious. It doesn't promote our cause. It's just counterproductive. So with this said, I will also say special thanks to our homeland government and the agencies working day and night to protect us. I will just focus on two quick updates. After that, if there is anybody that wants or that has any specific question, I can answer and then answer in a way that we don't say things inappropriate. So this morning I spoke with Attorney Tommy. It's an issue that the organizers of the march in Finland wanted me to check with him. And when I did, he offered his thoughts. The central issue is the rally that is coming up on August 4. in Finland. The PM is vested in that rally, and he wants everybody that can come to come. He has earlier he encouraged people to get flexible tickets so that if they need to stay longer for one thing or the other, they can. But this rally on the 4th will happen at 10 a.m. Finland time. And I want to highlight that it's not, we've tried to avoid what is loosely referred to as African time. So 10 a.m. is going to be 10 a.m. If you want to be part of the rally, you have to be there by 10 a.m. If you come at 11 or at 12, people would have moved, because from the market square in London, you will march to the courthouse. So we want to do a peaceful rally. The attorney said people should not come to say Simon is innocent, release Simon. He said we can condemn Nigeria government, and we can educate the Finland population for them to be more informed about what's going on. And the attorney feels that given the way the case was handled, the ruling was based on the evidence. But he decried that, and of course, as Truth Survival mentioned, the large amount of evidence provided weren't shown. So because of that effect, the case wasn't resolved in our favor. Now, this lawyer is a lawyer that is looking at the case differently. It's a lawyer that is capable of giving us victory. It's a lawyer that is capable of asking questions like, if there is no civil war, if there is no war, how do you explain 100,000 people killed under Buhari's 8 years? So, with that kind of mindset, we have advanced representation in Finland. More so, after we traveled to Finland and showed him our own perspective of this case, and Attorney Joe, Honorable Joe, also invoked some legal precedents from which to approach this case. It was really remarkable. And then the following week, he was supposed to go and meet with PM on Thursday. Instead of visiting on Thursday, he went on Tuesday. He went to Tuesday. And then when PM called me, he said it's like our coming to Finland changed the attorney. So this is just for everyone to know that, again, as Survival already pointed out, the work of Anthony Joe in defending PM is immeasurable. In other words, you cannot measure it. It's so big that you cannot measure it. Any attempt to minimize his work is not doing our PM any good, any favors. I think, let me just end there. We have to go to Finland as organized people. The 4th, we will not be a court day. But the next day, on the 5th, will be a court day. And the courthouse has limited sitting capacity. Maybe it can take up to 20 people. Because it can take up to 20 people, it's not everybody that is in the courthouse that will enter the room. So we have to do prioritization. Who is more important to enter the room? It's gonna be people that helped in preparing the documents that are needed for clearance. After that, it has to be people that help organize this rally. And after that, it has to be first people to come to the rally grounds. Just because, okay, let me remind Biafrans that PN promised to bring Finland to Biafra. When he said that, I don't know what each and every one of us thought he was talking about. But to me, what he was talking about is to bring rule of law, rule-based system, where what you get depends on what your God wants you to get. In other words, you go to as far as your destiny wants you to go, not merely based on who you know and who you don't know. So, and what we have seen is that all the countries in this world that are doing well are countries that have rule of law. Countries that have rule of law. Whether you're talking about America, you guys know when Joe Biden's son was undergoing prosecution in the US, even though he was the US president, he didn't stop it. So things happen in organized societies because they have system of rules and regulations which everybody must abide by. But when you have a system where, or if you look at that person's face, it's somebody you know or somebody you don't know or you don't like, something else happens. That is why most countries they refer to as third world countries. They don't have any of these rules and regulations, and they are always disagreeing, fighting against themselves, and most of the time fighting wars. So PN promised to bring rule of law, Biafra, and because we have going to Finland is a country that is being governed by rule of law. And because of that, we have to be civilized when we go to the new state. We have to be civilized when we want to get into the courtroom. Like I said, the sitting arrangement is limited, and if you know that you cannot enter, just honorably stay outside. Our presence inside the courtroom or outside the courtroom is already huge, and just coming around. So if you are able to enter the courtroom, that would be nice. But if you are not able to, because there are people that are being prioritized to enter the courtroom, just say, okay, and honorably find a sitting position somewhere. The other information is that while I spoke with Tony, he said he is asking for them to have another room where people that came to witness the hearing can sit. So that's an additional sitting arrangement, and I commended him for that. So if that we are able to get that, so we have a situation where you can sit inside the courtroom or in a separate room where you will be hearing and seeing what's happening in the court. Now, just to lower the expectation, the first hearing was done finish and quick. So if you don't hear finish, you will not even hear what they are talking about. And then some of you have watched the American videos that show legal proceedings. You see how animated the lawyers are arguing. In Finland, it's not exactly like that. There's no body movement and they speak in low tone as if they are whispering to themselves. So just for you to know what to expect. The other thing to expect is that last year when PM came to socialize with us, that was just something they made available that day. The rest of the days, what it was is that PM would come through the back door after the proceeding, he would leave through the back door. There was no interaction with us. But that fateful day, they said, oh, you can go commune with us, and then we had to walk across to the back, front entry, and then that's what you guys on TV. So we don't know when they will give him that privilege again. It may be the first day, or it may not be, or it may be any time during the hearing, or it may be every day, or maybe none at all. So we don't know, just to set people's expectations. So with this, I will end here. The work of Joe is invaluable. It has helped us to get into doors that until his involvement in our education has been very difficult. And PM, when PM learned that Joe is the one who was like, because I can't wait to meet with him, because he already knew Joe. And some of the work Joe is doing cannot be discussed on social media. But the one question I can tell you is, one thing I can tell you is that it is making things that weren't previously possible. And PM has not said shut his work down. PM understands that we have different programs we are doing, and he also knows that there are different priorities, and he's seeing that maybe we are having difficulty pursuing all these priorities. He said, let the group focus on their priorities. So for those that prioritize legal, focus on legal. For those that prioritize on that other things, focus on what they are doing. So he has never said, because you have to focus on this one, then come out on social media to antagonize the other one that you're not focusing. Just to clarify that, because people coming to say one thing or the other that PM told them, then PM is not saying any of that. I will end here. If there's any question for me at some point, I will answer. May God bless all of you that are here. I cannot say everybody's name, but I am so grateful that people are eager to be behind our PM. I tell you that he deserves everything we can give him. Some people don't know. Let me just say this. Some people don't know. PM would have stayed in Finland, enjoying his life, doing whatever he wanted, if not for when he transitioned to being a frontline agitator. Several people that he was working closely with in his homeland were beheaded. A lot of people may not know this. They were beheaded. And those images are gruesome. The initial trial didn't see it. I guarantee you that this appeal will be forced to look at. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bryson. Thank you so much. God bless you for all you do. You know, it takes a great heart to do all you do for the Biafran people. You know, in our education, we need as many as selfless Biafrans as you are. You and your family, you have given so much without asking for anything in return. Just what you ask is everyone to do the right thing. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Just do the right thing. All right. Before we go further, I just wanted to make this announcement. There's a little bit, um, should I say, um, questions about if our attorneys will be here today. Our attorneys would be here today, but it's not gonna make it because they are both working tirelessly towards this appeal. Just have less than 3 weeks to the appeal. So they are actually, I don't think they will be attending any event or meeting like this for now because they are really, really busy. So please, if you're here hoping to see the attorney today, please don't be disappointed. Just understand that they have a lot of things to sort out before the appeal. Thank you. I'm gonna call Honorable Sister Dominica to address the Biafran people. Sister Dominica, over to you, please.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Let me start by thanking God for His grace, for His mercy, for making it possible for us to have this meeting to clarify to Biafrans what's important. And also thank our leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is in prison because of all of us, because of our freedom. And also thank our Prime Minister, who is also in prison because of our freedom. And I thank Dr. Bryson for all you do, for all you do, because you've done so much behind the scene, especially when it comes to PM's court issue, appeal issue. And I acknowledge that. I acknowledge it very well from the depths of my heart. I acknowledge it because what's important is for our PM to come out. Many things are important, but this is number one. And I thank God that you prioritize it as number one because that's how it should be, number one. Other things can follow. This is number one. Because God has given us this grace that made it possible for us to visit our PM, visit the Nnamdi Kanu, speak with them on the phone. It's a special grace, and we shouldn't take it for granted. What of if we can't even communicate with them? Or if they are no longer there? But they are there. That is why God made it possible, so that we do everything possible for them to come out. Everything possible. And I thank you for doing that. And I know PM always acknowledge the work that you do. And I appreciate that. Because many of us have deviated. Sometimes it looks like we're already in a political party. Everybody's campaigning for their political party to win. It's really sad. It's very sad. But I thank God for everything. In as much as it's sad, sometimes God allows things to happen
to teach us the things we like completely refuse to learn. It's like sometimes if you don't even make sacrifice, God will force you to make a sacrifice. If you don't pray, God will force you to pray. If you don't do penance, God will force you to do penance. Because all these things are necessary. Because there are certain things He needs to teach us. But we need to do those things for Him to be able to teach us those things. Because I know many of us still don't understand. We think it's come to the social media, make noise, say the best campaigning word, and everybody follows you. You think you've gotten it. No. When it comes to Biafra, it's not about social media noise. That is why sometimes when I post, I say, God is on His throne. Whether we like it or not, God is on His throne. And then God has given us this grace. So what stops us from utilizing it? There are so many things, I might repeat myself, there are so many things that are important. But our priority is to make sure our leaders come out. That's our number one priority. So when it comes to this appeal going to Finland, it's important that we have to be in Finland, unless it's not possible for you to be there. Unless it's not possible for you to be there. When we went to Finland for redeclaration, PM wasn't there. But how many of us were there? More than 1,000. And now he's asking us to this only and so what stops us? What excuse do we have? What excuse do we have? One again on our what excuse? What excuse? The only excuse we have is that maybe financially constrained, you can travel, or some circumstances that stop you from traveling. But there's no other excuse for you not to be there if you can be there. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Only can say, let me what I don't want. So I am using this opportunity also to thank those in Finland that are organizing this for us. Because so many people are doing so many things in different ways. It doesn't matter what you do, as far as the intention is for us to get to Finland. Intention is for us to show solidarity for our brother that is in prison. That's the. He doesn't even need to beg us to come to Finland. And you can say, get right at Finland. Kana some more for the get why So what the Finland we're going to is just a peaceful presence. You don't even need to make noise. A peaceful presence. Also teachers give you also sorry forgive me because my Igbo and my English they come whenever they want to come. Also if you want to carry a flag, you carry your flag. If you whatever you need to represent where you're coming from. Because even the people in Finland, they're expecting us. Because this is our prime minister in prison and is going for his appeal. They're expecting us to come. It will even be a shame on our own self if we don't represent. If we don't represent, we need to represent. We need to represent, and we must represent, both on the 4th, on the 5th, on those who can stay the whole length of the court case, or those who can go and come back, however you can. But on that 4th, it would be nice to represent, because that's the main day. That's the main day. And as Dr. Preston has said, they allocated 20 spaces for PM. And it has to be organized, because many people are coming, and everybody will go and use that 20 spaces. There are other days for court sessions. If you can make it on the 15th, then other days you can also, because I think it's only on the 14th and the 19th there's no court case, and also weekend there's no court case. So every day from that 5th to the 21st, there are court cases. So you can get in on any other day. So all I'm saying is, it doesn't matter who is doing it. As far as it's for Biafra, as far as it's for PM, as far as it's for Mazi Simon Ekpa, it's just Biafra nothingness. Biafra nothingness. When the time for political party campaigning for your party comes, yeah, we know that is what you are doing, but now we're not there yet. We are just there to support our Prime Minister, because he is in that situation because of me, because of you. So selecting the days you want to go, the days you don't want to go, if you can go at all, I don't think that's appropriate. Who PM can one day you want to come and I don't know, your nephew, your cousin, whatever. But as far as it's there, now handed Biafra, you must represent. Unless you can't make it, you must represent from the beginning. And that one is very, very important. It's very, very important. And also, our social media posting should focus on this. Because when you go into some people's social media posting, you don't even see anything. Once in a while, they throw in that. It is like campaigning for who is going to win the vote. It's like we've completely lost our direction. PM coming out, Nnamdi Kanu coming out is our number one priority. Number one. Any other thing is secondary. And this is how it should be. This is how it should be. And also, when I say you don't need to adjure other people's jobs because they're not the one doing it. That's the one that gets me. In my very well that PM is once this done. PM is aware of this. Then you still come to social media and cajole what you know PM is doing. What you know his sanction. What you know is support of. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? It's not a good spirit at all. It's not a good spirit. And you know this thing is going to help PM. Then you come and talk ill about it. Why will you do that? Why would you do that? That's very sad. That's really very sad. And then you start wondering, what's actually happening? Have people been hypnotized? Like the scripture said, foolish Galatians who bewitched you. Who bewitched you? Who bewitched you? You were in here on my because all when he name he should be here, that is the he will run almost this guy. And then for people, for the people who are still, even when you give them the truth, they will find every rationality to tell you that is what deep inside them, they know that is the truth. Anyway, I don't want to rant so much, but what I'm saying is, if you can make it to Finland, especially on that day, on the fourth day, because everything is organized. Everything is organized. The Finnish government, they know we are coming. The police know we are coming. Everything is organized. And we know we're going to behave ourselves because we are professionals. When you're there, you're going to make it. So those that are organizing it in Finland, let's leave them to organize it the way they want to. And we respect ourselves. It doesn't matter if that day they will say Dominica today, you know, you can't have a woman that will not take $2 somewhere. If you got a woman, so Onyola Naja Finland, Onyola will either as a young. You use your tongue to count your teeth. Just behave yourself if you are coming to Finland. You are there for our PM. You are not there for yourself. You are not there for anybody. You are there for your PM to support him because he's fighting for our freedom. And we appreciate what he's doing. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm done.
Thank you so much, Sister Dominica. Thank you so much. You have spoken really very well. For those of us that doesn't know that, Sister Dominica actually is doing a lot for PM during this trying time. I know many of us might not know that. That is why it's not okay to criticize one another or what the other is doing because you don't actually know what this person is doing and you don't know the assignment PM has given different Biafrans. And some of them are doing it without even going to social media. Some of them are doing it without even mentioning it. It's just if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Thank you so much for all you do and for also coming here today. And thank you so much. God bless you. All right. And I am just I'm gonna the next please those that raise hand up, please just have a little bit patience. So we'll run through the agenda and then we get the question and answer. So the next agenda point is remarks by EU representatives. First of all, I'm gonna call Honorable John because he's gonna go to work soon. Honorable John, please introduce yourself to the Biafran people. You can unmute yourself. Honorable John, you can unmute yourself. Honorable John. Okay, while we wait for him, I'm gonna call the Cyprus rep, Honorable Simon. Over to you, please. Are you here? Honorable Simon, Cyprus rep. Over to you, please.
Here he is. Here he is also muted. Are you sure that they have the ability to unmute themselves?
Yeah, they should unmute themselves.
Okay, please move to the next person.
Let me check just to be sure that they can unmute themselves. Let's see. Yes, they can unmute themselves. Yeah. Honorable John.
Why not unmute them, please? Just unmute them.
I have done that, but they are not unmuting themselves. Honorable Simon, you can unmute yourself, please.
see. Yes. They can unmute themselves. All right, I'm gonna call Belgium Right Honorable Lawrence. You can unmute yourself, please.
Yeah,
Let's see if
good
it
evening.
works. It works. Good evening, you're welcome.
Greetings, Biafrans. I am Honorable Lawrence, serving as a Brigadier Liaison representative in Belgium. I extend a warm greeting to all Belgians, all Biafrans across Belgium, from Brussels to Antwerp to Ghent, Liège, and the Charleroi, and every dedication community working hard to uphold our identity and value and diverse and emotional and, emotional national as we look ahead to the peaceful rally in Finland on August 4th, 2026, followed by PM Ekpa appeal proceeding beginning on August 5th, 2026. I call on Belgians, Biafrans, to stand united, solidarity, leading your presence, strength, and moral support during this decisive moment. Your continued commitment to bringing legal service remain vital as we push forward in our collective pursuit of justice, freedom, and a secure future for all Biafrans worldwide. Thank you, and may God richly replenish your pockets. In the name of Chukwuki Kabano, he said, thank you, everyone.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable Lawrence. That is Honorable Lawrence to represent Biafrans in Belgium. Thank you so much for all you do for the Biafran people.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, I'm gonna call Honorable John once again. Honorable John, are you there? Can you unmute yourself now? Honorable Simon, you can go ahead, please.
Okay. Am I coming up?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. Greetings everyone and the greetings to Japan. I am Honorable Simon, serving as the British Biafra representative in Cyprus. I extend warm greetings to all Biafrans across the island from Nicosia, Limassol to Lanakan and Stafford. And every commitment family watches diligently to uphold our identity and the values within Cyprus deserve. And welcome society as we look ahead to the peaceful rally in Finland on August 4th, 2026, followed by PM begin on August 15th, 2026. I encourage Cyprus Biafran to stand in faith. Hello, am I coming out? Because I'm hearing on. Don't know.
Yes, you're coming out. We can hear you.
I'm talking. To stand in faith solidarity, leading your present strength and the moral support during this movement.
moment, your continuous dedication to bringing legal service remains essential as we advance our shared pursuit of justice, freedom, and uh, and a secure future for all Biafrans worldwide. Thank you sincerely, and may God abundantly refill your pocket. Thank you all.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Honorable
thank
Simon.
you. God bless you.
Bless you. Thank you so much. That's Honorable Simon, who represents Biafrans in Cyprus. All right, so I'm going to call Honorable John once again. Honorable John, are you ready to speak? Honorable John, are you ready to speak? Yeah, you have unmuted yourself. Honorable John, you can go ahead, please. Cannot hear you.
Yeah, good evening.
All right, good evening. You can go ahead, please.
1 minute, please.
If you're not ready, we can call up another right.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, Biafrans. My name is Honorable John Ekpa, and I have the privilege of serving as a representative of Brigade, Biafran Republic of Exile, in Greece. I send my warmest greetings to all Biafrans in Greece and across the world, reaffirming our shared commitment to unity, resilience, and purposeful action. Today, I encourage every Biafran in Greece to demonstrate steadfast solidarity with BM Ekpa by participating in the upcoming peaceful rally in Finland on August 4, 2026, as well as supporting him throughout his appeal proceedings beginning on August 5th, 2026. Your continued support for British legal services remains vital to our collective pursuit of justice, freedom, and a prosperous future for our people and for the actualization of our great nation. Thank you sincerely, and may God abundantly replenish your pockets. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, Honorable John. Thank you so much for John, who represents Biafra in Greece. Please, Biafrans in Greece, if you are listening to him, you can also reach out to him to find out a way to support our Prime Minister and our struggle for freedom from the country where you reside. Thank you so much. All right, I am going to call Honorable Richard from Denver. Honorable Richard, are you here? If you're here, you can unmute yourself, please. I don't see him. Please call somebody else. All right, I'm going to call Honorable Warmer from the Netherlands. Honorable Warmer, over to you, please.
Greetings to you and to all Biafrans. I am Honorable Uwama, serving as the Briggy Liaison representative here in the Netherlands. I salute every one of you across our Dutch communities and throughout the global Biafra family. Acknowledging your strength, discipline, and unwavering dedication to our collective cause. As we approach the peaceful rally in Finland on August 4th, 2026, and PM Ekpa'S appeal proceedings beginning on August 5th, 2026, I call on all Biafrans in the Netherlands and to stand firmly with him, showing unity, presence, and moral support in these critical moments. Your continued commitment to British legal efforts remains essential as we advance the struggle for justice, freedom, and a secure future for our people. Thank you, and may Chukwu Kikabian bless us all.
Thank you so much, Honorable Woman. Thank you so much, Honorable Woman. Honorable Woman represents Biafrans in the Netherlands. So, Biafrans in the Netherlands, please, wherever you are hiding, it is time to come out from your shell and do the needful. Biafrans need you, our Prime Minister and our leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, need you. Please reach out to Honorable Woman to join the moving train. Thank you. All right. Honorable Richard, are you here?
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. You can go ahead.
My name
Yes.
is showing this A26 or whatever.
Yes, yes. You can go ahead, please. Talk to Biafrans.
And they want Biafrans, at least. They are greeting Biafrans. I am Honorable Richard, serving as a Brigadier Liaison representative in Denmark. I want to begin by acknowledging and deeply appreciating the strong support Finnish Biafrans have consistently shown toward British legal service. Their commitment has been instrumental in advancing our collective pursuit of justice, freedom, and accountability. To all our committees across Denmark, from Copenhagen and Aarhus to Homes, Volvo, and every dedicated family working diligently to uphold our identity. I command your discipline units and the resilience as we approaching the peaceful rally in Finland on August 4th, 2026, followed by PM Ekpa'S appeal. Proceeding begin on August 2026. I encourage Danish Biafrans to stand firm in solidarity, leading your presence, strength, and moral support during this crucial moment. I thank you sincerely and may God abundance relish your pockets.
Thank you so much, Honorable Richard. Honorable Richard is one of the very dedicated Biafrans in this struggle. Most times, many of us that don't diplomatic things, we don't really hear about them, but they don't really need to be famous. They just want to do that thing they know how to do well to support what we do. Thank you so much, Honorable Richard. And Denmark, Biafrans, please contact Honorable Richard or his deputy, Honorable Helen Chika, to support what we are doing. Thank you once again. All right, let's go to Ireland. Honorable Tina, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening.
Good evening, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Good evening, dear friends. I am Honorable Tina, serving as the British Liaison Representative in Ireland. I want to begin by recognizing the strong and the unwavering support that Irish Biafrans have consistently shown towards British legal services, especially Honorable Joe. Your commitment has fortified our collective pursuits: freedom, accountability, and justice. And it continues to inspire Biafrans across Europe and beyond. To all our communities throughout Ireland, from Dublin and Cork to Limerick, Galway, and Waterford, and every hardworking family contributing to our shared identity, I commend your unity, your resilience, and the vibrant spirit with which you uphold the Biafra cause. As we approach the peaceful rally in Finland on August 4th, 2026, followed by PM Mazi Simon Ekpa's appeal proceedings beginning on August 5th, 2026, I encourage Irish Biafrans to stand firmly in solidarity, lending your presence, strength, and moral support during this crucial moment. I sincerely thank you all. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama replenish all your pockets in million folds. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Honorable Tina. That's the rock in Ireland. Great woman, dedicated place. Biafrans in Ireland. Contact Honorable Tina to find out what you can do to support our Prime Minister, what you can do to support the freedom of Mazi Simon Ekpa, what you can do to fight and support for your own freedom and for the future generations. Collectively, we can beat the enemies. Thank you so much, Honorable Tina, and thank you, dear friends in Ireland. All right, let's go to Russia. Honorable Chukwemeka, are you here? You can take the microphone, please. Honorable Chukwemeka, are you here? I saw you earlier, but I can't see you anymore. All right, while wait for Honorable Chukwemeka, we go to Georgia. Haven't seen Georgia here. Iceland is not here. Iceland is not able, that I know for sure. Georgia, is Georgia here? Is Austria here? Is Austria here? I haven't seen him either. Is Germany here? Honorable Jew, are you here? You're just not here. Honorable Chukwemeka, are you here? All right. I think for now, that will be it. When they come, then we can continue. For now, please, if you have questions, you can raise your hand, and then I will call you in. Honorable Njoku, your hand is up. You can go ahead, please.
Yeah, greetings to honorable in the house. Then am I coming out right?
Yes, you're coming out loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Wow.
Special greeting to everyone in the house. My name is Honorable Mufon Esen. I am the administrator of Ekpa'S State, the humble servant of the people of Ekpa'S State. And I want to appreciate everyone who has spoken so far. I want to appreciate what every one of you is doing for the legal case of Honorable Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. I'm so happy to hear all these updates and all the sacrifices every one of you have done even behind the scene. I don't know how to thank all of you, but just know Biafrans in the homeland, the new Biafrans all over the world are very proud of all of you. May God Almighty and our ancestors and the God of our lands continue to bless and protect all of you. And again, I want to say, I don't know, sometimes when I go on social media and see what our people are doing, those that pretend to be following our PM before now are saying, it's very sad, make me feel so sad, because I believe these people were never the true followers of our leaders. You know, our Oyendu has always said that the coming of Biafra is going to be the last miracle on earth, not because of anything, but because of what they do, they're going to do to stop us, and they won't be able. And whatever they are doing to stop us, they're rather going to put us closer to our destination, which is the restoration of Biafra. So we can see what is going on. And I'm sure Oyendu, wherever it is, you already have an eye in court case coming up in August. I want to equally thank Dr. Biden. May God continue to bless you. I listened to all your updates and I just didn't know what to say. I'm so proud of all that you've done. May God Almighty continue to bless you and protect you for us. And remember, I keep saying this, PM coming out should be our priority right now. Every genuine Biafran, if you want the freedoms of our people, if you want Biafra restoration, you must support and work very hard for the freedoms of our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. He is the finisher. PM is going to make sure force the zoo to release our leader Mazi Simon Ekpa. And PM is not 100% ready, the zoo will not release our leader. So PM is very, very important at this stage, and everybody must work hard. Every other thing to me, I don't know, is not important. But now what's more important is the release of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. Only him can settle and solve all these issues and force the evil zoo to release our leader, because he's coming out as a beast. He's going to put a hand of that. So please, we must continue to do whatever it takes to make sure our PM is out. And for those of us in the whole land who might not be able to travel, I will encourage us on the foot of August, our social media handle must be very active. We can contribute in one way or the other, make sure we spread the news, information, let's be posting, especially on Twitter. Twitter is very powerful, the X. Please let's continue to post and encourage those who are going for the rally. Please, we must do this. And before I run over, I have just two questions for our Honorable Dr. Priden. When I was listening to your update, you said something about the Honorable Joe, the lawyer who representing our PM, said during the rally, no one should carry anything like PM is innocent and all that. So I don't know why that is so. I'm not a legal practitioner, maybe there could be a reason, but I feel like PM is actually innocent. So why is he saying Biafrans shouldn't carry the black hat that probably, tell the world about how innocent PM is, as far as this is concerned? And then number two, knowing the zoo and what they are capable of doing, because I'm sure they are spraying their tentacles everywhere to make sure everything new Biafran, whatever we are doing, to make sure PM is out, they will stop it. So what are we doing? Because knowing fully well that Honorable Joe is the lawyer, is very committed to the release of PM. Don't be surprised this group might go behind the scene to start trying to, I don't know how to say that, but I know that the zoo can do anything to stop us. So what are we doing to make sure even if the zoo comes, like I already always say, these people can buy you over, they can give you what you never dream of having in life. But there are some of us who are incorruptible. We thank God for that. But what are we doing in case such a scenario arises? What do we do to stop such things from happening, from the zoo going through the back door probably to try to buy our liquor or our honorable Joe over and then so you can stand on your side? Because these people can do and undo. So what are we doing on that space? So just to question, why is it saying that we shouldn't carry a placard that confirm the innocence of our Prime Minister as far as this case is concerned? And what are we doing at this stage to stop the zoo from coming behind the scenes, trying to like control him and probably, bribe him to stand, step aside or public support whatever they are doing? Thank you very much. And may God bless you. Another one that will be, I forgot to mention you, God bless you for all you're doing. Please, stand by.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Jumbo. Honorable Bryson, over to you, please.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Honorable Jumbo, for your kind words and for your questions also. I kind of answered your first question, but let me just rephrase. These Finnish people, I think they are proud of their system. I think they trust their system. At this point, the appeal attorney wants to believe that the initial judgment was based on the information provided. And my happiness is that he has entirely different approach to the case. And that approach gets us victory. Now, why he doesn't want us saying, and that's really why he doesn't want us saying that he is innocent or release him. He thinks that if we mount pressure on the judicial system, it could be counterproductive. So instead of mounting pressure on the judicial system, we can mount pressure on Nigeria, and we also can mount pressure on Finland government. For instance, we can also go to Helsinki, where the government of Finland is based. But the information I got this morning was that DM actually preferred for this to be impacted. So, with that said, let's not dig deeper. We want to provide information to address our concern, but at the same time, don't say too much to say things we are not supposed to say. So he is the lawyer. He is the one that understands their system more than we that are from a distance. And let me just also use this opportunity to address rallies. During the initial trial, why the rally was not done was PM said if we're going to do a rally, make sure you're going to have more than 100 people. And even as that, make sure that the defense attorney approved it. So that approval didn't come. It was like, wait, next week, next 2 weeks, and all that. So because of that, there was no rally. So now we are having a rally, but this current lawyer doesn't want us to say things that will question the impartiality of the legal system. Because he said he thinks that such attitude may be counterproductive. So with that, that is it. About Honorable Joe, Nigeria buying him over, I will tell you that the chances of that happening is remote. Because Honorable Joe is unapologetically and ideologically in support of our freedom. He is unapologetically against the jihadist movement, and they understand that what's going on in Biafra land jihadism. They understand that the first responsibility of any government in this world, any true government in this world, is to protect their citizens from external aggression. In our case, Nigerian government is letting foreign invaders come in and kill indigenous people. So, in as much as you cannot say nothing is impossible, but I know that Joe is ideologically invested in a struggle. It will take a whole lot to change that. And there are other people that are ideologically invested in our struggle that we haven't activated yet. And PM, if you remember when PM came down, he said, get those two other people activated. That activation hasn't happened because we haven't been able to get it to happen. So to assure you, Joe is a remote candidate for Nigeria blood money. So let me end it there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bryson. We have spoken well, yes. Don't worry for now, Joe. He's chosen by Chukwukika and himself. Even though, like Dr. Bryson said, you can never say with 100% thoughts. We believe that Joe is chosen by God for the Biafra people and for a time like this. All right, before I call on the next person, I would like to acknowledge a great woman in the house, a Biafra, a woman that has done so much without us, a woman that has contributed a lot without us, a woman that is dedicated in making sure that our Prime Minister is released. Dr. Ag, I welcome you once again, and please, I would like you to speak to Biafrans. Thank you for all you do. I know not many know that you do. Thank you so much. You can take the microphone if you can, please. Dr. over to you. I think the girl is able to unmute herself. You are able to unmute yourself, I think. All right. Maybe she's not available to speak now. Then we go to the next person, and when she's able, we can give her the mic. The worst is that you can unmute yourself, please.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Honorable.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for all you do as well. Should survive is God. I really want to appreciate him. I know from this video, I know how we are going to be seeing him often, talking about our legal lawyers for our PM. I just want to appreciate that he's here for only this invitation. I thank you to survivor. God bless you. You never get tired. Be there. Even though we don't see you, but we know you are there fighting for our PM. God bless you. And we'll go to plus them, my dear brother. I salute you. I love you. Thank you for honoring this invitation, for showing your face here, regardless what is going on, to prove that indeed you are from PM. I know that's why you are here. If not, I know you won't be here. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. You know I appreciate you. You know. Thank you. And I want to speak to my darling, my one and only proud Professor Shoma Okoma. Oh God, tell me, our PM always say, if they have not talked about you, if they have not criticized you, if they have not ridicule your name or destroy you or abuse you, then you're not doing the right thing. Can't you see? You're doing the right thing. So your mouth, your name must be in the enemy's mouth, trying to pull you down because they know you are doing the right thing. You know what I mean? So don't get discouraged by those that call your name. It's because you are doing the right thing. Complex. I don't care if they call my name. My name is nobody, so I don't care. Call my name for that, or it will not be do nothing to me. So, the Honorable Professor Ogoma, I love you, and you know that already. I love you. Thank you for standing firm. Thank you. You and Dr. Bryson Ogoma, you can never stop now. You did not stop since, you will not stop now. Don't let any name call me pull you back. I know you are bigger than that, stronger than that, mightier than that. You are forbidden all the way. Thank you so very much. My brother asked a question at first. I wanted to ask that question. Why? But you said it all that, because of them. But I just want to ask for some people to say we should not pay lawyer. Is lawyer not okay for organization like this? People were crying for lawyers. People were crying that we did not give our PM a good lawyer to himself. We allow the government of Finland that they have polluted to give him a lawyer. We were told, they cannot come, but not that they cannot come. They cannot stay in the courtyard. Doesn't mean they cannot advise. So I just want to ask, maybe this question might be irrelevant, it might be rubbish, is it that our lawyer, our PM, does not approve this lawyer? Is it that they don't know what this lawyer is doing and they don't care to know? Or are they sabotaging? Those are my questions I want to ask Honorable Dr. Okoma and Professor Madali Shoma. Over to you, sir. God bless both of you. Thank you for all you do for Biafrans. I say heaven will remember you, Biafra will remember you for the good you do. Don't stop. Thank you very much. If I have any other question, please appear with me. I will still come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our sister. Thank you so much, and may God bless you too for all you do. God bless you. And be strong, okay? Over to you, Dr. Bryson.
No, let me take it, okay? Because let it be my contribution to the program.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Warri sister. You are one of those that work behind the scenes. Thank you, everyone on this platform and people that are watching via X, YouTube, wherever you are watching. Biafran or not Biafran, thank you so much. Of course, we have to acknowledge the sacrifices of our dear Onyendu sitting in the Caliphate's prison. He's not going to be there long. We know what he stands for. We know what he wants us to do. And we are doing it. Our dear PM, We know what he stands for. We know what he wants us to do. For anyone that has actually walked very close with PM Ekpa, you would know. You would know who he is. You would know how he operates. If you've walked closely with PM Ekpa, you would understand him. I say this not because I want to say it, but I say it because I've walked very closely with the people. Some of us have managed critical issues, projects. Some people know, some people do not know. So, it pains me a lot, just as I know it pains everyone that contributes. Whether you are contributing intellectually, financially, any kind of resource that you are contributing, that's the reason you are doing it. Continue to do it. Let your conscience be your compass. When you sit down, block every other voice, because we are all adults. Ask yourself, what is real? What is not? I believe if we tell ourselves the truth, we would know. So I welcome everyone on this platform. Our sister Gucci, Dr. Mazi Trick Survival, Mazi Go 247. I call these individuals because they've gone above and beyond to demonstrate unity, especially unity of purpose. It's not easy. Integrity, it's not easy to maintain. You know, we may not even understand how much the individuals have just called, how much they've actually contributed. The day I learned what Sister Gochi is doing, I was mad. Personally, I didn't know from the beginning. Then I learned what Dr. Andy and doing. I was mad. And the forces are coming together. It doesn't matter because the forces are coming together for Biafra, nothing else. Madam Nuki is on this platform. We all know, right? But once the forces are coming together, unity of purpose, we must allow that to happen because that is how we get to our destination. So, my dear sister, Warren, you asked an excellent question, and I'm gonna answer this question because I chose to answer it the way I'm gonna answer it. I chose to say that it is a misunderstanding. I chose to say that anyone fighting the legal services does not understand. I chose to say that once that person individual, group, once they go in and ask a question of themselves and their activities, they will understand, they will get the truth. And they will do the right thing. Absolutely, sometimes we deviate, we are humans. Sometimes we get carried away. Even sometimes we misinterpret things, and if we have the means, the wherewithal, we run and we make mistakes. But the way you know someone with integrity, someone that is sincere, if you misstep, you call yourself back. Every damn thing is important. People have said it on this platform. But once you cannot say that because everything is important, then I have to put all the fingers in my mouth. Then you wouldn't be able to treat us one. Everything is important. Then you prioritize. And if you do not have that ability to critically think and sort things out, at least have the humility to listen to people that have the ability to critically think, sort out, arrange for you, you follow. There are things that we are expected to do, and there are things that we are not expected to do. I say to people, some asked me, I said, that was when Sister Gochi made a post. I'm paraphrasing. Everything about this case is about greed. It's not because she wants to be singing the praises of greed, no. And for us, nobody is about praises, no. It's about the right thing. About the right thing. And in the world that we live today, the right thing, right? When you live in a society, right is defined by rules and regulations, not by instincts, not by what the spirit told me, not by what I think, not by the dream I had. No. By rules, regulations. Without those, there will be chaos. So that's why some of us Biafrans perpetually live in chaotic conditions. Even though when we move overseas, in diaspora, we obey the rules and regulations. One important one is the traffic light. Once it's red, it means stop. You cross it, if there's a camera, you pay fine. If you are a pedestrian and the vehicle is coming, they will hit you. Dead is dead. That's why we obey rules and regulations. So, my dear sister, the best way for each and every one of us to see what is happening is just misunderstanding. And no, I am not fazed. No. Fazed? No. All these things, absolutely not. Because even whoever that is talking or not talking, everyone knows what's going to happen when the people comes down. Everyone knows what's going to happen. So let us obey the rules and regulations. Some people want to lift Biafra from Biafra land and then dump Biafra in the middle of US, in the middle of UK, in the middle of Ireland, in the middle of Greece, even in the Atlantic Ocean, and then want those people to follow the roads of Biafra. No! Because that's how we get in trouble. That's how we get in trouble. Everybody must obey the rules. PM does it. The legal services is very, very important. I'll tell you guys a story. When the brouhaha broke, talking to PM, he was livid. That myself, me, I apologized. Why would you even ask this question at this critical time? Who made that up? I never called anybody. And a whole bunch of other things came up. Immediately we pivoted and started discussing how to review the evidence. He said, I am busy reviewing the pile of evidence that you guys sent. Immediately we left, went clarifying all the links, how things he was asking, okay, number 1 to number 10, are they different, are they the same? What is this? What is that? That's what I'm doing. That call was made, not because we didn't know, but because a whole bunch of people were asking. So much chaos. But for as many as you are on this platform, let your conscience be your compass. Put yourself in PM's shoes and ask the question. If it's me that is sitting down there, what's the best thing that will happen to me? What is it that I will want my people to do for me? You answer that question, you will do the right thing. The other thing, whenever you go to sleep to pray, when you pray for safety, pray for freedom, please pray for discerning spirit. So you are able to tell. Pray to your Heavenly Father that you will never be used by anyone. Because if you are the front liner and the person is behind, the curses are coming to you. And it is sad. So, for us to be able to move forward in doing the right thing, it is better that we say people that are fighting legal services do not understand. The PUC group, every Monday they are on social media, X, screen. Go, support, share, stream, invite people. They are not doing it because they want to be famous. They are doing it because they know that's the right thing to do. And there are people on this platform, they are supporting you because they've heard. So thank you very much. I think this is the last I speak. Thank you. I will go back meeting myself.
Thank you very much.
so much, bro.
Let me just quickly add to all she has already said. I think sometime in May, this whole uh, blackmail of Lego, just before it started creeping up, or after it started creeping up internally, but just before, around the time it got out to the public. So I got in and asked him, do you still make joke? He asked me, why am I asking that question? The reason why I ask is I don't want to waste my time pursuing a priority that is not his priority. He asked me, why am I asking that question? When he has something that he asked Joe to do in Washington. So we finalize that discussion. He asked us to focus on what we are doing. And I think because he knows there are other programs as well, and then he said those other programs can focus on what they're doing. So that is to take that Lego is PN's priority. It's not my priority, it's his. Now, about the negativity towards this, if you are listening to Truth Survival, he covered it, and I was like, wow. Chooks, I haven't spoken with you before, and you are speaking as if I am telling you to with you, right? So, in case you didn't hear what he said, I can even ask him to repeat what he said before. In addition to, Prosciutto is a very generous person. She just wanted to be generous by saying that there is misunderstanding or lack of understanding. But Truth Survival actually said exactly what's going on. If you are not in charge of it, you oppose it. So Truth Survival is up to you to revisit that area of your compelling speech, or just my 2 word summary of it, if you say no. I said, I'm not beyond to you anyway.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tyson. Thank you so much. Yes, like you said, I understand. Yeah, from Shoma is, she just used this diplomatic words to describe it. But like you said, Chiksova will just calls it what it is. That is just what it is. Some people, if it isn't them doing a particular thing, then no one else can do it. And for me, I call that a sabotage, and I call that a witchcraft. That is what it is. Because there is someone else where in the prison suffering under all that. So, Chiksoho, would you want to say something towards that, or should I call on someone else? Honorable Uzochukwu has been waiting. Mazi Chicks.
You can call someone else. You can repeat that.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Honorable Uzochukwu, you can go ahead, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, Madam Morgan. Yeah, greet everybody. It's all good.
Okay, very well.
Thank you very much. Today I decided to, I want to ask 1 or 2 questions because me, I'm not happy for what is happening from from you people. We know everybody's aware. We always listen to you, follow instructions. And me, I'm someone that, I'm a dying hard Biafra. But I don't like it when, very small thing you people will sort out. Somebody will come and begin to, saying different things that will bring the issues again. I'm not so, happy with the way things are going. For example, when Pastor Bam 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 had also case they could say different things that you people can tell them. You'll be posting it. This the law can discourage so many people. So I'm not happy with that. Another thing I want to say that everybody know that when our PM is not here, in fact, people love him so much because the way our ideas, the way we fund them, and a lot is happening in Biafra. And instead of it's very difficult to see any police recruitment wearing uniform going to Biafra land. Most of the courts, all of them have been shut down. People were talking about Biafra is here, Biafra is here. And all this is our agents make it happen. So my question is, may I believe that if we follow this or our PM, footstep and make sure that we fund
Hold on. Honorable B, please mute his mic for a second. I am sorry, our brother also Chukwueze. Please, what we are here for is to talk about the legal services, talk about our upcoming appeal in Finland, and the associated peaceful rally.
Okay.
This platform is the platform for Biafra Republic government in exile.
Of course, I know.
Okay. The activities, defense activities, self-determination activities that will have to do with defense, you have to go to the platform of Biafra Republic government in the homeland.
So
the exile, hold on, the exile government is responsible for diplomatic and political activities. This is what the host nation allows us to do. Whether you are in America, whether you are in Europe, that's what we are allowed to do. And that's what we are allowed to discuss. So please, for any other person on this platform, if you have a defense question, take it to the appropriate quarter. Because we do not have any answers for you.
Okay, let me ask my second question. Since you said I should not discuss that, let me ask my second question. Okay, no problem. My second question, well, let me say I don't have much to say about that. I'm aware that everybody is going to Finland on August 5th. So, and I want everybody to be there. And I have been praying for our kingdom because we all know that the PM is released, Biafra is released. So, since you put me on this, let me just say I don't have much to say. The only thing I can say now is I want everybody to be in Finland to go and support our PM to make sure that our PM comes out. Me in particular, if I have the opportunity, I will be there. But since I will not be there, I want everybody to be there. People who love Biafrans, who love our people. No matter what is happening, let everybody be in that Finland to make sure that our PM is out. That's what I can say for now. Thank you.
Thank you, dear brother. Yes. Your prayers will be greatly appreciated. Okay, we understand you will not be there, but everyone that can be there, you heard our brother, make effort to be there. If you are not going to be there, try and support the people that will be there. If you don't know anybody to support, go to the website, support the legal services. There's a button, legal, push it. Even if it's $1, put it there. write your name on that legal sheet. That's the important thing. Thank you so much, our brother Mazi Simon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you so much. For the question concerning homeland, if you have question for defense, please, when you go to town hall, which is organized by the homeland government, you can ask these questions, okay? All right. Mazi, Dr. Ivy, are you able to speak now? Dr. Ivy, are you able to speak?
Not really.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right. You're welcome. All right. Mazi Okobike, you can unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, Madam, and good evening, Biafrans.
You're welcome.
I just want to say a few things, but because Professor Chairman has already addressed most of the things I want to say. What I want to Biafrans to understand is that, one, the reason why Mazi Simon and our peer Simon Ekpa was incarceration is that they want to end the quest for our freedom. So that is just the major thing. So, and it seems like their card is working because most of us allowed ourselves to be used. But I don't blame us because people cannot do more than they have the mental capability. So what people are doing, because what you don't as Prime Minister you to see is bigger than you. So what people, you see them behaving childishly or anything, the way they are doing, it's just because of what they can see. Or because the way Nnamdi Kanu was fighting wasn't the way Simon began his own. Now, two of them are not with us. So the thing's gonna change. But they are kind of succeeding because we try not to align ourselves with. Because when you bring an argument and I bring mine, I need to observe where the two things and see which one is best. Even if mine seems to be best and yours is inferior to mine, but if majority says, yeah, let's not go with this one, then I will definitely support that one. Then we try it. If it didn't work, we can come back. So we Biafra, we need to being able to, because for you to be a good leader, you must be a good follower as well. So we need to come down and being able to align ourselves with people we entrust things to do. And when we see people who have capabilities, we just want, like once there's transparency, so then that is all. Then even if we are 12 here, I can tell you, we can see mountain. The church, the Christianity you see today is about 10 people that started it. But today everybody is telling you I'm a Christian and this, but some people fought for it, 12 people only. So when that spirit is not, no matter how small, we start, at the end, we're gonna be big. Okay, so let us, there are things, we are in the Western world, there are things we don't need to, because sometimes out of emotion or something, we say something that will begin to hurt us. So we need to devise a means of fighting this struggle, this freedom. Once it's in us, then we are moving. Okay, so then, so I will end here. So thank you, and whatever propaganda anybody is bringing, because I saw earlier post, because I don't talk about them because I see, it's a childish behavior, you understand? So when somebody, even if we give you, align ourselves with you, you are not leading us anywhere. You don't have that to deliver because you haven't got anything to deliver. Then why don't you need to be making propaganda? You don't have anything to deliver, so keep quiet and allow to give support to people who have something to deliver. So there's something I cannot do. There's something I can do. But if it's not time for me to do it, I will not. Then I have to give support to people who are doing it. Then instead of coming to what do you achieve? Even if we put you a statue that you are the one giving up Biafra, does it make you different from any other person? No. So we are fighting to educate ourselves to make sure that what we suffer, that our unborn generation will not suffer it. So let us unite together and work together. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. You have spoken really well. The bottom point here is things we cannot do, and someone else are doing it better. Let's support a person. In the end, what we want is freedom of our Prime Minister, our leader Mazi Ekpa, and total restoration of Biafra nation. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. So thank you so much, our lovely brother. You have spoken really well. And before I call on Mazi Ekpa, I want to acknowledge and throw my respect to the ex-media. These men and women, I respect them a lot because they have their footprints in this agitation. They have already made history. They have done marvelously well. I do respect them because when we came back from Finland, the whole Buha has started. These men and women, they stood gallantly for Briggy and for the Prime Minister. They did one thing that everybody here has to understand is that they were not where they are because of any individual or because of something else. No. It is something I want everybody to understand today. They were where they are standing because that is where the structure is. It doesn't matter who is leading that structure at that point in time. But that structure is where each and every one of us should be. Because Brigade is the structure that we follow, not individual. So these men and women, they fought to defend that structure, this charter, and the bylaws. So I thank each and every one of you who have stayed up late in the night, who have, I know some of them that when they call them Balaram, they leave work. They give excuse. They run because they need to go to space. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. I know some of us might not see what you guys are doing and will still do. But I encourage each and every one of you to stay resilient. I love your spirit, honestly speaking. And there is something very, very unique about you guys as well that I noticed. they work on truth. They work on truth, truth-based analysis and broadcast. They don't work for hearsay. They work with evidence. When they tell you things, they have the evidence. They don't just come and blah 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 or do whatever, you know. I just thank you guys for that. And I beg you guys to always stay on the truth. Do not follow individuals, like I said. Do not follow me. They follow the truth. Let the truth guide you at all times. Thank you guys for all you have done so far and what you do tomorrow. Alright. I'm gonna call on Mazi Ekpa. You can unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, thank you, comrades, all honorables in the house. I'm really happy that the numbers here is really very good. Thank all of you for coming. First of all, I want to thank everybody for their efforts. Thank our Minister of Foreign Affairs. Thank our Secretary General. Also thank our EU rep. All the reps in the House, all the honorables, everybody. Media team, the homeland government. I thank all of you. Before I ask my question, I want our people to know that we have been in a system that has conditioned
Reference, we can't hear you anymore. Think network. No, we can't hear you. I think this is a network issue. All right. While we wait for Mazi Ekpa, we are coming.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm on the highway, that is why.
Okay.
So as I was saying, I said, we have been in a system that has conditioned us to not take the rule of law very serious, thinking that the law is designed for only those that matters in the society or those that are like rich in the society or however it may be. And that was what Nigeria has been doing for so many years. And this is the reason why we Biafrans are leaving Nigeria. Because we are moving into a nation that the law will have no favoritism. The law will be meant for everybody. Equality, fairness, and justice. That's where we are heading to. And to build that kind of society, it's not gonna just happen. It's not because you cannot say because we have gotten the Biafra now to start happening. It takes the effort of the people to make sure that they establish it and maintain it. And the first step to that is to start as we are fighting for the restoration of Biafra outside, as we are fighting now for the restoration. Why am I saying this? Because one of the problems that we have faced is the fact that we make laws and some people, when the rubbish is. I want you to know everything that we are doing, The world is watching. Those that matters are watching, taking notes. And as a Biafran, knowing the history of our journey to freedom and how we have been fighting for this freedom, you should understand that we have so many enemies. Mazi Simon let us know, our PM let us know that we have so many enemies. Our enemies is looking for our mistake to capitalize on it so that they can try to fight us from getting our freedom. And this is where you as a Biafran, you have to be smart and make sure that you know your law, you know the documents that is that as a unit fighting for freedom. I am very disappointed, very prevented by a fellow who said he's in the government. First of all, the legal support for our PM. And you know that the PM is there because of the Biafra people. And aside from that, also going ahead to rubbish our bylaw because it has some kind of annoyance towards certain individuals in the government that are not in agreement with what they want to do. And that's very wrong. A leader is somebody who is there to serve the people. Actual definition of a true leader is what you call a service leader. As a service leader, even though things are not going your way, the last thing you want is anything that will bring destruction or divide the people. Or as a leader, you see things are going wrong, you see that there's a fight in the house, and instead of you to rise up and put an end to that, you just keep quiet. I am saying all this thing so that the Biafrans will know those who claim to be leading or claim that they are one position or the other. For Biafrans to know and take observation of their actions. I will say it here again. The exile government, what is governing us, the document governing us, is the Biafra Charter. That's for every Biafran in diaspora. And for those in the cabinets, and of which some of those individuals who are fighting the legal support for our PM, for Brady, the Lord has still gave them legitimacy to move from one position to another position within their cabinets, which is the bylaw. So the bylaw governs the cabinet, and while the Biafra Charter governs every Biafran in diaspora. So please, do not let anybody deceive you. It is one thing to be ignorant, but it is very, very catastrophic to be foolish. Because an ignorant person, you don't know, but you still have the opportunity to research and learn. But a foolish person is somebody who doesn't know, and somebody that don't know that they do not know. That's foolishness. Because you know you don't know, and at the same time you don't want to accept that you do not know. So please, we are in a very critical situation whereby our actions, our moves, our representation, and our activities have been taken note of. As people in exile fighting for freedom, you are an extension of the main branch, which is the government in homeland, to create more awareness through diplomatic means, through legal means, through media awareness and whatsoever. Why those who is the Biafra government in homeland should take there to make sure that the activities in terms of safety, protection, security within the territory that is fighting for freedom is sustained. So anybody that is not following this principle, we don't want to admit that they have made a mistake by not acknowledging this principle in the past, and they continue to fight against this principle, just know that that person don't mean well. And now, this brings me to my question of the day, which is the most important thing that we are discussing about, which is the legal support. And my question is to our Minister of Foreign Affairs, because I'm so disheartening that somebody who claims to be a representative in the government is coming out and fighting against the one thing that will make us move swiftly in the fight for our freedom and also for the release of our Prime Minister. Even to an extent, also for the release of our Supreme Leader Onyendu. My question is, when Britain hired the international attorney, how did the attorney in Finland, how did he receive the news that we now have an international lawyer from the United States that is now helping to bring external pressure to make sure that our PM receives a fair trial during his appeal? And also, how is this supposed to help both the lawyer working in Finland and also the international lawyer? How is all these activities going to help ensure that our PM is released? Was the lawyer in Finland happy that Brady has taken this step and this approach to hire an international lawyer to continue to make sure that our PM receives a fair trial and also is released as soon as possible? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Quincy. Thank you so much. Dr. Bryson, over to you, please.
I think Honorable Quincy, I thank you for that question. I think the simple answer to it is yes. But as also someone that has worked with the first lawyer, and then this one, and then even the civil attorney, and my experience shows that they are protective of. They feel that they don't. The Finnish system is good. So when we went to Finland and sat with these two attorneys in Finland on Friday night, and then the next day with Tommy, and then we discussed at length legal strategies. Honorable Joe was emphatical. He said that our PM is a political dissident. Okay, so he pressed that on the attorney. So even if he wasn't seeing him as a political dissident before, he, after that meeting, had this impression. So without really saying much, because right now we are in a situation where we really don't have to say much. Avoid diverging information we're not supposed to divulge. The Finnish attorney is working collaboratively with Honorable Joe, and Honorable Joe offered a wide range of legal insight on how to approach the case. Our Finnish attorney was receptive to all those. And for me, the most important role for me was to make sure that actually understood the circumstances of this case. And at this time, I can tell you that I'm happy with his perception of the case. So to avoid asking questions that may not be very beneficial to the sanctity of the process, let's just assume that PM now has all the legal representation he needs, and by the grace of God, this case will be resolved in our favor. And by the grace of God, our initial strategy was for Finland to recognize us after that initial trial, but that wasn't the approach the defense had done. But hopefully, after this appeal, Finland may be the first country recognizing Biafrans. Let me end it there. That's an optimistic tone, and by the grace of God, that will be achieved. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bryson. Thank you so much. And there is something that Honorable Quincy mentioned that is about our bylaws. Just to very brief, anyone that will tell you that bylaw is useless has no knowledge of how international organization runs in another man's country. So, Brigade is registered in the United States. And for us to operate in the United States, we must, it's not even, we don't even have a choice. We must have our bylaws. And that our bylaws guides everything that we do. Okay? So just to make that clear, for some people, some Biafrans that think that are being deceived that bylaw is nothing, or bylaw doesn't work. But I know that bylaw is being pulled up sometimes when it favors someone. But that bylaw is applicable for every Brigade officials in exile. So please, let's just bury that that narrative that bylaw is nonsense. No, we cannot do without. We can't. So, all right. We are coming.
Please, Honorable, let me just say one thing for 30 seconds, please. Please, in another thing, in regards to that bylaw, the other need to understand that Brigade is a 401c corporation. It's registered as a 401c corporation, which is a non-profit organization.
Sorry, 501, you mean to say?
I mean, sorry, 501c. 501c corporation in the United States as a non-profit organization. So, as we are trying to do things the right way, because the time is going to come when our PM, even our onion, will have to sit before Congress. And before Congress will bring you to talk to them, there's what they call security clearance. And Brigade is going to be audited. They're going to make sure that we have obeyed every laws. And even as we are required to file taxes as a non-profit, the auditing, all these things, making sure that your papers is right. Some people call it compliance. This is part of the compliance Brigade have to have for us to be standing on a very solid foundation. So please, do not let anybody try to deceive you and rubbish all the effort that Biafrans, our prime ministers, have worked so hard to put together. And finally, please, the protest coming up in Finland, I want to urge everybody to please try and be there, because every support is needed at this point in time. Remember, we are fighting for freedom until what we are looking for. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Let me just quickly add something. because our PM, like I said earlier, he wants to bring Finland to Biafra. I know that saying that before used to be appealing, but now because of what Finland is doing, it's no longer appealing. But the truth of the matter is bringing Finland to Biafra is just another way to say rule of law, right? So that is the rule of law, and our charter stated that Briggy must obey rules and regulations of host countries. And for Briggy registered in US, that means Briggy in the US is a US entity, and because of that, it has to obey US laws. And one of the laws of the of corporation in the US is that for you to be a tax exempt corporation, you have to have bylaws. And for you to have that 501c designation, you have to tell them specifically what your activity is gonna be. Now, it's based on those your description of activities that they grant you 501c or not. And once you have declared what your activities are gonna be, you are bound by those description of what your activities are going to be. So the reason why I'm saying that is partly to address the question of who's on QSZ. We are a 501c3 corporation, and if we have to maintain that status, we have to live by what we declare to the US government that our activities are going to be. That is it. Now, during the 67-70 war, Ojukwu, our internal leader, didn't have representation in Washington. And if he had, Biafra would have been a free nation during that war. But because he didn't have, Washington didn't do what it was supposed to do. And the reason why that is important is for those that want to minimize the value of diplomacy, international diplomacy. It is invaluable in freedom fighting. If you don't have presence in the international communities, they can easily applaud whatever you are doing. And if they applaud it, your chances for success is limited. So, in as much as our homeland has to be a priority, but it's going to be a priority for the homeland government. And for Briggy, our priority is to make sure that we are represented in various corners within the international community so that they can help us help the homeland government. So just for some people that don't have the full picture, Mazi Simon Ekpa, I hope this helps you. It's like a case of left hand washing right hand. Left hand washing right hand. Left hand will do his job, right hand will do his job. But at the end of the day, the goal is to have the hand to win. So let me end it there for now.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bryson. Thank you so much. We are coming to the end of our agenda, but before that, I would like to acknowledge Dr. Ken. Dr. Ken has been a pillar in 100 Men. He has not just in 100 Men, but in several projects in Briggy. He has been a silent pillar in a lot of projects that we do in this government. I just want to use this opportunity to acknowledge him and thank him very much for all he do. Doctor, I don't know if you have a minute to greet Biafrans. Possible? So are you able to speak? Okay, probably not. Okay, let's go forward. The last but not the least acknowledgement goes to the homeland government. Everything we do in EXA cannot be done without knowing that we are fighting for those in homeland. So homeland government, these are the people that are under the fire. These are the people that are living the hell that the Nigerian government are unleashing on our people. But in the middle of it all, they stood firm. There are those that stood firm. There are those that refused to be bought. There are those that refused to be used. Rather, they chose to be instrumental in restoring this our nation, Biafra. They chose to be dedicated in freeing our leaders. It's not common. Like William was saying, there are those that were born, that were chosen before they were born. Those people are here. When you see them, their attitude, the way they think, you know them. Thank you so much for all you do. Homeland government, all of you, the admins, I respect you guys. In the back, without lights, under the heavy rain, you run to the next available place where you can get network to do your job. I respect you guys, honestly. Biafra will get together. Thank you so much. All right. That's the last bit of the agenda. And before we go to closing remarks and closing prayer, I would like to call on Honorable Ifai, the Homeland Admin Coordinator, to say to greet Biafrans before we go to closing remarks. Thank you. Honorable Ifai, over to you, please.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Honorable Bobby, for your good work. Bless you. Thank you, Dr. Bryson, for all you do for Biafra, and the same time, Professor Choma. I appreciate every work that you guys did to us to make sure that we are the most provided service already in our own. Appreciate it. And at the same time, the media, those who stand strong upon to our environment places that I'm not doing what happened to the government. So I thank everyone to act where the Afro government in Finland is appreciating your good work. And we say, continue to work with Abiyama with strength, you guys. And for those who stand for PM, standing for PM, working behind the scene, Almighty Chukwokika will also strengthen you and bless you whatever you put hand for. And for those who think that without them we cannot achieve Biafra, keep on doing whatever you want to do. Because our leader said it before now. He said, if you know what to do to stop Biafra or to go and do it. And he said, if you know what to do to restore Biafra, do it. But we who believe that Biafra will come in our own time, we must stand to make sure that Biafra is totally restored in our own time. Finland government, we are coming and and our Prime Minister will be released. He did nothing. It's not a crime to fight for his freedom and freedom of his people. Even when the enemies are killing us, you Finland is a collaboration and nothing else. You guys did nothing. Did not question Nigeria for what they are doing against us. And you are holding our Prime Minister. Biafrans in Gaza, please wait in homeland. We are much angry than you guys here because the life we have today is not the same life we're supposed to have. We have died long ago, not because we are not living the life we're supposed to live. Please, wherever you are, please join hands. Join hands together and support our Prime Minister in of the country. And the protest going on, please try to be here. If that is the only thing you can use to support us. Do that for us. We in homeland, we want Biafra and we want freedom. We are not happy that our land has been decimated by enemy. Please, the only promise I will make for you is that I will not disappoint you. Anything that will help us to get Biafra, we must do that and we must restore Biafra in our country. Please, everyone, I appreciate you guys for your work. Mazi 247, appreciate your good work and every other people that have not mentioned their name. The Chukwu Kikabiyama be with us and guide us until the day we'll see in Biafra land. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Fine. Thank you so much. And thank you for all you do. It's not easy, even though sometimes when you do things, it seems easy, but they are not. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to go to the last bit of our agenda, which is closing remarks by our own Honorable Ugo 247. Honorable Ugo, over to you, please. The closing remark and closing prayer. Project, yeah, 100 net plan project, yeah. Say, thank you so much, Honorable God. Thank you so much.
That was so
There are amazing Biafrans out there watching on YouTube and on X. Thank you so much for taking your
God
time.
bless everyone.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you. God bless you. And it's good night from this side.
Good night, everyone. Good evening.
Good night. Good night. Thank you. Good night. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.